In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the oil pressure switch on your Chevy Sonic. This will be located on the front of the motor, behind the AC compressor. Let's get started. Before beginning this job, bring your car down to the local shop and have them evacuate the AC system. Using a 19mm socket, remove the 5 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Using a 13mm socket, we're going to remove the 2 bolts for the AC lines going to the compressor. Remove the 2 lines off of the AC compressor. Pull straight up and remove them. I'm going to pull them up to the side out of the way. Remove the sensor off of the AC line. We're going to push on the big tab. Push straight back and remove the connector. I'm going to pull that line up and out of the way. Using a T20 bit, remove the screw for the splash shield. Remove the 2 clips in the fender liner. There's 1 more clip for the splash shield. Remove the splash shield. Using a 19mm 12-point socket, we're going to take the tension off of the tensioner and pull the belt off. We only need to pull it off of the AC compressor, and then we can relieve the tension. Remove the connector for the AC. We're going to lift up on this tab, pull straight back, remove the connector. We're going to pull this harness up and out of the way. Using a 13mm socket, we're going to remove the 3 bolts for the AC compressor. There's 1 behind this plate right here. Remove the bolt. Get the bolt loose so it can move, but we're going to leave it in the AC compressor. Put a hand on the compressor and remove the last bolt. Remove the compressor from the vehicle. Pull the shield back for the pressure switch. We're going to remove the connector. It's just like that AC tab. We're going to lift up on the tab and pull it straight back. That's our tab. Pull that out of the way. Using a 24mm socket, we're going to remove the pressure switch. We're going to use a 13mm socket to remove the 3 bolts for the AC compressor bracket. You do not have to remove this plate, however, we are going to. The oil pressure sensor is a 24mm socket. However, the clearance between the oil cooler and the sensor is not small enough for my socket. So I have a 12.1 inch 3/8 socket that fits, and we're going to remove the sensor. I'm going to clean the area with a clean rag and some brake parts cleaner. Installed the new oil pressure switch. Torque the pressure switch to 15 foot-pounds. Install the connector. Push until you hear a click. Be sure that it's clicked on. Give it a pull back. Install the shield over the sensor. We're going to reinstall the plate. Torque the plate bolts to 18 foot-pounds. Install the AC compressor. I have the 2 bolts on the left side installed. Get all of the bolts started by hand. Snug the bolts down. Torque the compressor bolts to 16 foot-pounds. Pull the harness down and install the connector for the AC compressor. Push until you hear a click. Give it a pull, make sure it's locked on. Install the plastic stay onto the bracket. Get the ratchet on the tensioner. Grab the belt. Be sure the belt is seated on all the ribbed pulleys. Pull the tension off the tensioner. Install the belt over the AC compressor. Install the splash shield. Install the bolt in the front. Snug it down. Pull the splash shield up and install the plastic clips. Check your O-rings before reinstalling. Be sure there's no rips or tears and they'll seal up. We're going to install the big line first. Get it installed into the compressor. Be sure it's fully seated. And install the bolt. Get the bolt started by hand. Snug it down. Check the O-ring on the small line. Install the small line. Install the bolt by hand. Be sure the line is fully seated. Snug it down. Install the connector for the AC pressure sensor. Push until you hear a click, give it a pull, make sure it's locked on. Torque the AC line bolts to 16 foot-pounds. Install the wheel. Get the lug nuts started by hand. Snug the nuts down. Torque the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds in a star pattern. Once you're done with the job, bring your car down to the local shop and have them recharge the AC system.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.